So this is the first video of the first technique that we use in hot stone. I don't know, maybe other people call it differently, but I will call it flip and glide. When you need to flip the stones and glide it, I would start, when you do hot stone, it doesn't mean that your whole hour would be in hot stone, but that's why I would show you some of the technique that we use in just Swedish regular massage, like the hold. Yes, you do a nice hold, and then once you're ready, you're taking the towel down. Yeah, can I undo the towel? Good. So, how do I need to prepare the station? Basically, again, I would need these three things. You need the slow cooker, you need the cold water, you need the device, the tongue, and you need the towel here. Okay? All right. Well, I'm ready. I would put the cover underneath. Yeah, and really for the rest of the treatment, unlikely that I will use it again. I will just be sure to put it on high temperature. Why? Because every time a stone would be cold, I would need it to be reheated. So I will drop it back into, take another stone. Yeah? Okay. Now, you need quite a lot of oil, so I will start by putting more oil into here. Yeah, you can start with effleurage, but again, I'm more interested in the technique. And come closely, please. So now, this is where the technique of taking the stones. Now, as you see, what I'm just doing is very simple, using it, and I don't take the stones on the tip, but I try really to secure it. Yeah? Bigger stones, sometimes, if you have two, you can use two. You might need to turn it on the long side and then use that to lift it. Okay? This one, the stone is quite small. I can use only one. Now, this sequence that I'm doing now should perform quite quickly, and it would be a lot of your practice to do, because it is the preparation, and you don't want to let them lie a long time without any attention. So you drop it, right away putting that in here, and put your hand and count. 1, 2, 3, this is too hot. You drop it back. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, okay, it's kind of ready. Let's say you decide it is ready. You drop it again, just to cool the surface, in, right away onto the back. Yeah? So I'll do it again, okay? So let's say I bring the hot stone from here. Yeah? Put it into the cold water and check. You need to check 3 seconds. If it's after 3 seconds, it's reasonably for you to hold it, that is fine. But what happened that the surface of the stone is the one that would be first in contact with the client, so you just cool just the surface, just don't start to, you're losing time, okay? And get ready. Okay? Now, this stone is not very hot, but I would like the first few stones for you to practice with just warm stone. Oh, first few things. First, don't use the fingers. Cup it. Cup the stones and travel on the connective tissue, not onto the bones, yeah? On the connective tissue. Now, once you feel that the stone is warm for your touch, you would flip it, the stone. So that's what I'm saying, gliding and flipping. Now the flipping appears to be something that is something new for you. Yeah? Now, first, why do I do the flipping? Look, when I'm doing that technique, the heat smear on her back. So actually, her back would be fine because every place, if this place is cold, now I warm it, now I warm this one, I warm this one, and so on. But my hand is always in the same contact. So my hand would be the first one to get warm. So I need to flip it for my hand. And when you do that, you feel suddenly, after flipping, you say, oh, this one actually quite cool. The surface that the client had, because you spend the energy there, the heating, it will be cooler. Yeah? And then you're flipping. Okay. So about the stones, holding it first, remember, cupping it, maybe with one hand, or maybe with two hands. I like to almost like hide the stones under my hand, so it feels nice and safe. Yeah. And what I tend to do is, do you see this position in here? Do you all see? What I tend to do is covering it, and when I'm ready to flip, I still put the stone into this hand, and I roll it on the axis, and then I cover it again. Now, in reality, it should be quite quickly. Yeah, so you do that, and then you're flipping it, and then you continue. Now, is it effleurage or petrissage? I would say probably it's more petrissage. It's quite deep. You can work quite deep. Yeah, good. You can flip it in a different ways. You can flip it like that and then cover it. But the flipping, this is where the kind of danger of losing the stone and let it fall. Yeah, so. Okay, I've decided this stone is too cold, okay? What I'm doing, I take the stone, drop it into cold water, in the hot water, and then getting ready for a bigger stone. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's fine. It's quite hot, but it's fine. Drop it into the cold water, drape it, and then.
How's it feel?
This one is so much warmer than the other ones.
Yeah.
And you really need to be careful because then it's obviously too hot for the body. But
Is it
it's
too
fine.
hot?
A little bit.
Little bit?
Yeah, just a bit.
Okay.
Thank you.
And it's the same procedure again, you always ask the client
Yeah.
by the heat.
One thing I would ask the client in the consultation is how hot they like the shower. How hot you like? You like really hot shower or?
And not really.
Not really. So you know right away if they are heat lovers or it's enough for them, kind of. Yeah, and that's kind of good prediction to how hot the stone should be. So again, moving once you're ready, turning and then moving it again. Okay. Now, technique-wise, you can do it from every place, from here, the same, really. What's important is the flipping and gliding. Yeah? Start right away, unless there is some questions, and work on the back with relatively not as hot stones. Just for the first one, I would just like to touch the stone before you're starting, okay? Just to see that you're okay, and then the rest would go from there.
Okay.